Okay. Then who do you think's responsible?
I have no idea. Look, I've been racking my brain about this since you were gone, and I don't know who would do that. I don't know who would go so far out of their way to make you so upset.
Well, then, what did you come up with?
Well, for a while there, Will and I thought it might be Barbara.
Well, yes, this sort of thing is definitely up her alley.
But she has an alibi.
She does?
Yeah. She was with Kim when that stocking showed up. And she's got that thing on her ankle, the bracelet. The police would know if she went anywhere.
All right, so what do you think we should do?
Well, I'm not sure, you know. I mean, so many weird things have happened. I was thinking maybe we should try and talk to somebody, you know?
Like the police?
I was thinking more about a therapist. You know, a grief counselor.
What do you mean?
Well, we moved into Fairwind so quickly, you know, and you have so many memories of Cabot here, and Christmas it's all about the kids, you know?
Second, you don't... Please don't tell me that you think that I went upstairs to the attic, dug out Cabot's Christmas stocking, hung it on the mantle, and blamed your brother. Why would I do that? Why would... To gain sympathy for myself, to get Will in trouble? No, I wouldn't do that. I love Will.
I know. I'm not saying that it was anything deliberate. Maybe it was just your subconscious acting out.
So what, you don't... Not only do you think I'm being vindictive, you think I'm nuts, too?
Well, no, wait, hold on a second. This is coming out all wrong. Look, I just think that maybe you haven't had enough time to deal with your grief.
Yes, I have. I've had plenty of time, and I deal with my grief all the time. I will never get over Cabot's death. I'm sad. I think about it. But not to the extent of becoming psychotic. Come on, I admitted when I heard that sound that it could have been the wind, or it could have been the house settling. But the wind didn't put Cabot's stocking up on the mantle, and neither did I. Somebody did that. Somebody did that to me, to us. And instead of arguing with each other, I think we should figure out who did it and why. I could stay like this. I've gone through periods lately that a doctor could diagnose as depression, but I'm not delusional. I have not lost touch with reality.
Fine. But if you didn't do this, and if Barbara never left her house...
Well, then we're back to the one other person that it could possibly be, and I hate to say it. I hate to even think it, but Will was in the house every time something strange happened.
Why would he do something like that?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's been through too many changes. Maybe, you know, he got released, we got married, and we moved him in here.
All right. What is it that you want us to do?
Well, I think maybe Will is the one that needs somebody to talk to. I mean, I've sort of hijacked his brother. Maybe he feels that he has no one left to turn to.
He talks to Hal.
Well, Hal is hardly qualified to deal with this sort of thing.
Still, I'll call Hal in the morning, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's time to talk to Will's shrink. Conversation for the evening, huh?
Oh, whatever shall we do instead?
I don't know, maybe we can, you could whisper in my ear, tell me what it is you want from Santa this year.
Oh, really? Have I been good enough?
You've been very good. But we'll work on that.
What do you want from Santa?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Will, what are you doing with that?
No, wait. This is not what it seems like, okay? Someone else did this.
What the hell is this supposed to be?
I don't know.
You brought this into our home?
It's dressed just like Cabot was last Christmas. Will, how could you?
No, I didn't. Someone else did this, I swear.
Then who, Will? You're the one standing here holding this thing.
But why would you do this to me?
I know how this must look.
Can you explain?
Okay, yeah, I can.
The floor's all yours.
I just got in the door, okay? Barely 2 steps in, and I found someone in the house.
Someone?
Yeah, and they shoved the doll into my hands, and they took off running. I was so confused and turned around when you guys came in, I didn't even realize I was holding the thing. You gotta believe me.
Did you get a look at this someone?
Not really. It was kind of dark, but I know it was a woman.
So you expect us to believe that some mysterious woman broke into our house and left you standing here holding a doll?
Yeah, I know what it sounds like, but it is the truth.
All I know is this insanity has got to end.
You're right. That's exactly what this is, insanity, because whoever would do something like this would have to be insane, and I'm not. I know what happened. I know what I saw. You guys really think I'm crazy, don't you?
No, nobody's saying that. But maybe we should give Hal a call.
Dad, why?
There was an intruder. There was a break-in. We needed to call the cops, right?
Good idea.
But there's
You got a problem with that, Will?
No. No, if you need Dad to come over to prove that I'm innocent, fine. Call him. Bring him on.
This is unbelievable. Why would he do this to me?
I don't know. But we're about to find out.
Thought my dad was here.
Any minute now.
Paul, do you remember when I told you what I did to make Rose sick? And Mom was gonna run away with me?
She almost got away with it, too.
Yeah, but she didn't. Because you held on to me when that helicopter was coming. And do you remember what you said?
I'll never forget it.
You told me that you still loved me. Even after everything I'd done. You said you'd still be my brother no matter what.
I meant that.
That's what got me through all those months in the hospital. That's what helped me when I got back to town and everyone looked at me like I was gonna go crazy or something. I held on to that. The fact that you believed in me. Even though you had every reason to hate me, to turn your back on me, to forget my name, you didn't. You gave me a second chance. You asked me to be your best man. You asked me to move in here with you and Rosanna. I would never mess that up, Paul. I would never do anything in a million years to hurt Rosanna.
Will, I thought you were in your room.
Rosanna, look. I know how it seemed when you came in and that doll was in here with me, but that lady left it. It wasn't me. Rosanna, okay, I'm not crazy, and neither are you. You know me. Rosanna, look into my eyes and see the truth. I would never... Dad, when'd you get here?
Rosanna and I were out walking the property, making sure the windows and doors were secure.
What'd you find?
Nothing. No forced entry.
Great. So then it has to have been me. If she's already gotten to you, what's the use?
What are you talking about?
What did you tell him, Rosanna? How guilty did you try to make me look?
Anything? And no one's gotten to me. They just called me over to investigate a break-in. I'm just stating the facts, that's all.
What you're stating is that there's no evidence proving that anyone else was here, so everyone's gonna look at me and think I'm lying.
I don't think that.
Rosanna does, and now Paul does too. As far as they're concerned, I'm just torturing my brother's new wife. I've killed once before, so I must be gearing up to do it again, only this time I'm torturing her first.
Hey, will you stop? Stop doing this to yourself. Try to calm down.
How can I be calm when everyone in my family that I love is blaming me for something I didn't do?
Will, do you think that I want you to be responsible for this? I don't. I mean, I thought we were close.
Yeah, I thought so too, Rosanna. Why would you be turning on me like this right now? How could you think that I would ever hurt you?
Well, maybe something's going on with you that you don't understand. Feelings that you're not aware of. Maybe you needed a little more therapy.
So now we're back to I don't know what I'm doing because I'm nuts.
Come on. We're all just trying to figure this out, son.
That's right, Will. And I'm still your brother. You're still my best man. And I'll stand by you through whatever it is this is.
That's right. We just want you to get the help you need.
You want me to get help? Fine. Fine. I'll get help.